It's always been a dream of mine to have a house on wheels, a
You
cozy
can live
van
in
to
there
drive
and you
around the
can travel.
country and
Look.
travel in comfort. As we were leaving the port, I noticed this beautiful camper park nearby. I stood there and daydreaming about future round trips and the freedom of van life. Just me, the open road, and endless adventures. And of course, I started to think about food too, because, well, what's the road trip without good snacks, right?
Мне хочется сейчас просто нашей гречки. Гречка, я съем тебя. Interesting, what's written there?
Of course, we need to eat something. So we were heading to the restaurant, has a 5-star review, and when we finally get there, we find out that it's fully booked. So this is the restaurant that we couldn't get in, and we had to change our plans. And we choose the Lebanese cuisine. Wow, we didn't really enjoy this meal. Everything looked so delicious, and honestly, the food just didn't hit the mark for us. I think this might be the first time in Europe that we genuinely didn't like that what we ordered. But as always, we wandered around afterwards, exploring the streets and soaking in the atmosphere.
Very interesting houses. Oh, close. Happy? Very small door.
Looks like everyone that said fantastic had the skewers.
Sit. Special delivery.
So these, see them? We'll paste them. Use the tissue.
If you remember my last video from Ireland, we explored the charming town of Cobb. Today it's known as Cobb, but back in 1912 it was called Queenstown, the final port where the Titanic made her last stop before the heading into the Atlantic. Today we are in the Chamber, France, another significant place in Titanic history. This was where the ship picked up 2,074 passengers, mostly first and second class travelers, on
Red
April
carpet.
11, 1912, just a couple of days before the disaster.
Yeah, it's somewhat.
While I was wandering around the street, it's so real to think about it. 2074 people, full of dreams and excitement, boarding the grandest ship in the world, unaware that their fates were sealed. If I had a time machine, I would love to go back to that exact day to see the Titanic, the excitement in the air, and the passengers stepping into these tender boats, unaware of the tragedy to come. That evening, the Titanic, too large to dock directly, and anchored offshore, while smaller tender boats ferried passengers to the ship. And just like that, 2074 souls joined the journey across the North Atlantic, a voyager that would soon turn into one of the history's greatest tragedy. So here we are, sailing the opposite direction of the Titanic, a chilling reminder of the past that forever changes maritime history. As we wandered around the ports, we took our time, just soaking in the views, feeling the fresh sea breeze, and enjoying the calmness of the moment. Port has its special vibe, a mix of adventure and nostalgia, where every ship and every wave seems to whisper a story. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little adventure with me. Thanks for coming along, and I cannot wait to share more moments like this with you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and I'll see you soon.